let's share screen and use Hall of Fame bets and handigraphs to to talk about inner metrics of things. All right.
Let's do it. All
right. So here's what I wanted to talk to everybody about. And it's really good to use Hall of Fame bets for. So everyone loves to bet total bases, but total bases live in a world between arguably three other bets. Well, definitely three other bets. They live in a world of 2 hits, double, and home run. Home run, as we know from Colby, and he will talk more about it, it's always a little bit of sprinkle on something after you do your total bases. But a lot of times you got to decide, do I want this guy? Is this guy going to get 2 hits, or is this guy going to get an extra base hit? And so if you go, like we were using this for yesterday for today, but if you go to the trends, and you go to trends and you can make the columns. We're on Hall of Fame bets right now. If you make the column for total bases and then for hits, you can. Hall of Fame bets makes this super easy. And then select over down at the bottom. Over, under, you want over. And then odds, make it something. Make the odds even money or higher.
You don't want to look for guys for over a half a base for minus 280 on this?
No. That's fine. I'm good. Thank you. Okay. So, okay. All right. So what we get to see here and you get to do on this. So now you basically are able to see kind of so they make it really easy for you to see the difference in hit rate on guys that are getting total bases and guys that are getting 2 hits. And something that is really important when you keep in mind, when you look at any of these guys, is that some guys are built to get single after single after single after single after single. Brendan Donovan, I'm looking right at you. And some guys are built to, it's either gone and their extra base hits or it's nothing. And that is one Kyle Schwarber, who we will talk about earlier. Yep. So you can kind of go through here. Because yesterday when we were messing around with this, we saw stuff for today. We were looking at Jose Ramirez. We were looking at Jarren Duran as those kind of examples. But Jose Ramirez, what I want to do is show you guys 2 hits on a guy. So Jose Ramirez is a good example just right now, even though he's playing right now and he's kind of like in a pretty good heater. But you can look at this. This is great. So Jose Ramirez to get 2 hits is what? Today it was plus 230.
I'd have to go look at the. I mean, they don't have the thing is they don't have lines. So what was the line for today? Yeah, it was what plus 230. It's going to be similar to that tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. So okay, so you can look at his hit rate. You can get a sense. Oh wow, look, he's constantly getting 2 hits. He's constantly getting 2 hits. But it goes a little bit deeper than just simply the hit rate. If you now go to Handigraphs. This is something actually you can go back to Hall of Fame bets because Hall of Fame bets has, so see how Hall of Fame bets has like slugging percentages and stuff like that too. Slugging percentages are important when put into context. So now go to Hall of Fame or go to Handigraphs. And if you go and look at Jose Ramirez over his last 5 games, you basically decide, and you can scroll over here, go look at his ISO. So he's just red hot. So he's just like a great example. So his ISO is telling you that no matter what this bet is.
Oh baby. That is
okay. So maybe give me
Frank's red hot right there.
Brendan Donovan's like a good example actually to throw in here right now. Or Bryce Terang actually is a great example.
Oh, our boy Bryce Terang. Okay.
Bryce Terang.
Are we looking at a home run bet for him right now? Just
well, this ties into that. So you might only have it on hitters, and that's why it's doing that.
There we go. Yep, we're here.
That's fine. Okay. So Bryce Terang's killing it right now. Okay. So all right. So Bryce Terang normally, with the exception of this past weekend.
I was gonna say, look at that slugging, 541.
I know, dang. Right? Normally, Bryce Terang's ISO is going to be really low. So here, the point that I'm making on all this is you take Hall of Fame bets, you go in there, you can kind of find out if a guy is both getting 2 hits and getting total bases to decide which one you really want to do, because effectively you don't need to be betting both of these. You could probably bet one and it works. To find the right guy for it, if you look at guys with high batting averages and low ISOs, those are the guys that you want to have that get 2 hits. You can actually go to filter if you really wanted to and clear the whole board and just say, hey, give me guys that have batting averages of 250 or higher and ISOs under 200. these would all be, those are contact hitter guys. So like do that. Oh, this is great. You're so used to the site. Look at that. Okay. And now apply. Oh, this is great. So all of these guys here right now are effectively in the blue ones are actually the ones you would want. High batting average, really low ISO. I see like Ozzy Albies, great example over here. Ozzy Albies is hitting the ball right now, but he's not really making hard contact with it. So he's a good guy to look at for 2 hits. High hard hit rate guys are the guys that you want for total bases a double. So to sum up, put the whole thing in a package, use Hall of Fame bets, look up some of these hit rates, look up, hey, is the guy even getting 2 hits or is the guy getting his total bases? And then to decide, you want to dig in a little bit deeper, you can use any site, but we would love for you to use ours and use code HGDads. But if you use ours, you can effectively filter out so that if you find guys that have low hard hit rates, so blue hard hit rates and red batting averages, those are guys that you want for 2 hits. If you see guys with red batting averages and red hard hit rates, those are guys you want for total bases, because what that means is that they're getting extra base hits. So that's our little section that I wanted to talk about on 2 hits versus total bases, because a lot of times a guy, you really just have to decide, like, is this guy going to come up twice and is he going to get 2 singles, and I'm going to get 50 cents more, or do I want to bank on him getting a double or a home run? And like a lot of times these guys aren't hitting home runs. Like Addison Barger is a really great example of this, because when he's in form, he's not really hitting home. Even when he's in form, he's not hitting home runs. He's actually just a singles machine. So anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about.
I'll add one quick wrinkle on this, and then we'll move on. But the other thing you can think about too when you're looking at the either 2+ hits or 2+ total bases, remember, you get 2+ total bases. The other way you can get that is 1 hit, which is a double, to get the 2+ total bases. Obviously, if you hit a home run too. But some of these guys too, like just from what you were just going through here, Adam, another thing that you can kind of, if you want to say you want to go bet a double, what I'll try to look for is I'll add guys with relatively kind of low fly ball rates as well. So you'll look at things like maybe 35 or less. I probably should add line drive rate, honestly, here, so that we could use that too. But
line drive rate is effectively hard hit rate, but just yeah.
So guys that have so what you want to look for is like guys that have high hard hit rates, low fly ball rates, but you're seeing that they are getting a bunch of extra base hits, right? That's usually an indicator that, and also if they have like a low home run to fly ball rate. But usually guys with low fly ball rates, high hard hit rates, they're making contact and they're getting extra base hits. Well, those extra base hits are most likely going to be a double. So that's another way too. Like I always like to look and see kind of what double prices are. Occasionally you're going to get, some of these guys like Jose today, I know for a double was like plus 440. And that's a guy that can hit essentially a double with his speed any game.
That's a good call.
Well, so, also again, think of guys who are playing in other parks that are, Jaron Duran comes to mind for me, that a guy that doesn't hit a lot of home runs, but does have a lot of hard hits and plays in a very batter-friendly park for doubles. Yep, Zach Kinstry. He should have actually had a triple today, but he was dumb and tried to get off too much. But either way, that's just another kind of small thing I'll just add to the 2+ hits total bases is, low fly ball rate, high hard hit rate. Also kind of just take a peek at that double. And usually, by the way, those prices are pretty bad for doubles.
Yeah.
They do not necessarily price doubles well. They're I think a lot harder to model than they would be for home runs. So
the only difference between a home run and a double is that a double hit the wall. So the last thing I'll show you on Hall of Fame bets before you go, you go to the player profile. We always love this. They got that. They have the slugging percentage against a specific pitcher, which like can supersede everything and just tell you who is this? Is this Jose? Yeah, it's Jose.
It's still Jose.
Yeah. Jose Ramirez. Only 3 is he killing it tonight? Yeah. Is he killing it tonight?
Was he part of that 6th inning? I'm looking right now.
But he probably.
Oh, thank God the Mets have tied it.
Oh, they did.
No, Jose is 0 for 4. So
0 for 4. Well, there you go. All right. Well,
numbers, but
he has one hard hit. Anyway, so there you go. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the bar hits you.